Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mindustry. So, between episodes, I did indeed go and beat Ground Zero Wave 20. Now, with that, I also got 4,000 more copper and lead, so I went ahead and got the Pyrotite Mixer and the Drog Miner Drone Facility that, those are the last things that we can unlock with only copper and lead, and we don't need anything else for. So we've completed our copper and lead tech tree. Now we need to get graphite, titanium, silicon, excuse me, other stuff like that. Excuse me. Sorry about that. All right. So now we need to get other stuff: graphite, lead, or silicon, titanium. There's a few more things we need, like surge metal and stuff that'll come later. Thorium as well. Metal glass. We need the kiln for. That's the thing. So in order to get metal glass, we need the kiln. So we don't have kiln until we get graphite. So that's our next step. Desert waste, we can get sand and coal. The thing with desert waste is, right, landing location cannot be guaranteed. And every wave, it's quick fire, right? Frozen forest is kind of you know, smaller, easier thing, kind of like the Ground Zero. It's slower, easier to survive in to start out with. Desert Waste is where you get really hounded by things. So we're going to start out with Frozen Forest and get enough graphite to unlock stuff like the kiln and other things like that that we need. We're going to try for 4,000 graphite this time, just so that we can get, hopefully we can get everything in the tech tree that needs graphite. And then we'll go to Desert Waste to get metal glass. That'll be the next thing, and silicon as well, because we need 4,000 silicon and 4,000 metal glass. So yeah, hopefully we can get all the graphite from this time, so that's where we're going. Frozen Forest, 250 copper to spend, launch. So we can always get to... Alright, we're going to pause it immediately, and we can build while we're paused. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I know we got time, but why not? Why not just use the time, the extra time that we can to build? I don't see any reason why not to. Do we want to do it that way and then have it like that? I think that will be better off. And then we can do this since we have some extra unlocks, like the bridge conveyor that we need lead for. So we're going to have to get lead for that, but that's okay. We're going to toss this in there, that in there. What's that on? That's on a full, so we want to keep that for sure. Then we need to toss there. Alright, and we can toss that there. Alright, so that'll be our copper. We need to go ahead and get lead set up as well. So we can start, like, we can get that bridge conveyor, things like that that we're going to need. So we're going to run like so. Okay, so once lead goes in, we can get that. Alright, and then this will finish here. Alright, cool. So now we're getting more copper coming through. Perfect. Alright, so now we're getting copper and lead coming in. We need more lead if we can help it. So let's get this set up. This one's not going to be as nice and pretty as some of the other ones. That's alright. Alright, so now we need to we're going to go down like so. Go over. And we're going to take it because we need to go up above things. We need to have as much space here because we're going to need to pull in another. So that's fine to do because we're going to need to pull in another belt for graphite here. So let's build that. Alright, so we're going to get more lead in from there. We need to get more copper in if we can. Where's the drop zone? I forget. It's up here, isn't it? Yeah, right there. So we need to block off some paths so that they only come through one way. So we're going to want them not to be able to get through there. That looks better. Okay. We're going to want them not to be able to get through here. Not to be able to get through there either. Alright, so that will force them to come around here. And then we don't want them to come through here. That way we can force them into this little area here. To get fired upon by our... Actually, let's delete all that. We're going to change this up a little bit. So instead of coming down through here, we don't want them to come... We're going to send them through here, through this little valley here with copper in it. Okay, so that's too close. They're going to mess up with that. Alright, okay, so instead we're going to block off this area. Okay, that's not where I wanted it. That area, alright. And then they're going to be forced to come down here. We're going to need to block off this area, but we're going to want to do it up there just so that they can't shoot it. We're going to need to block off this way, as well as this way. So this means, okay, we're going to need to block off that way. So they're going to be forced to come right here. And we're going to have a few turrets. This is only a start to our defense. We're going to need more than this for sure. But we can at least start off with a few turrets right here. Right. We still need one spot for them to walk through, or else they're just going to come and destroy our walls. So yeah. So that's how we're going to want to do it. So that way they'll come down here and they'll get shot by the turrets. So that should be alright. And then we can build up a defense over here and force them to go that way. Yeah, maybe we should have built these further out so we can do it a little easier. For instance, to force them to come this way, and then to have our turrets there, to have more. There we go. That'll be better off for sure. I should have just wired it straight up, but that's okay. So these will all be again to fill with ammo, and that way, so they should be forced, yeah, he should be forcing to walk down here. He's a bad guy. He will burn our things. So that's something we've got to watch out for. Oh, and right, we need to change this, because they can burn over that. So just like our turrets can shoot over that, they can fire over that. So let's change this up just a little bit. We're gonna drop it back in just one space. There we go. So that way we can have the extra walls. Okay. There we go. So they have to walk through here now. We can actually close that off and force them to walk through another direction. But we're going to let those turrets deal with them for now. We need to get... What do we have? We're running low on copper production, so we need to get more copper production in. So I'm going to mine up this copper here. Okay, we're going to switch that back over here because I want to be able to get to... Oh, wait. Okay, so we can do that just fine. Alright, and then bridge conveyor from there to there, that's good. Okay, there we go. Alright, pull this down and over. Alright, and then pull these up, over, down, around. Alright, so then we're going to send these right through here with each other. We're going to have them remain as two separate ones. Okay, so we're gonna junction these. Actually, we're gonna do that. Okay. Stick a junction there too. Actually, there was a reason that I left that empty, and that was graphite. So okay, that's what we want to do. And then I don't know why I did that in the first place. Okay, there we go. All right. So wave 2's been defeated. Wave 3 is next. Okay, so you got more copper coming in. We're gonna have lead. We need to get more lead coming in, I think, or we should be all right. Okay, so graphite press. We need to build one of these. Okay, we need to make sure it's not gonna connect to that conveyor belt there. Okay. Alright, there we go. We need to drill. Coal. Alright. Okay, that's gonna be a slight issue just because of the placement. So we're gonna need to come down with this. Alright, so then let me do something different here. Let's take and make a bridge conveyor over that, and then we'll take the lead into there. Alright, and then we should have enough room to place the graphite press right there and not have it be affected by any of that. Alright. There we go. That's going to start making graphite, and we can pipe that up into here. Alright, so we've got some graphite production. We obviously need more than what we have right now, but which we have to get from either over here or over here. So let's get some more going over here, because we do need, that's the main resource we're here for, right? Copper and lead we've been getting plenty of, but graphite we haven't gotten any of. So, hey, that rhymed. Okay. This actually is pretty good. Okay, so like so. Alright, can we fit one of these in right here? We sure can. Alright, and then bring this down here. Like so. Alright. There we go. We've got graphite coming in there. Coal we can't take out because the only thing it can do is to make graphite and power stuff. So that is one thing we can do, is we can use menders up here now, because I got those. So if we send coal up to there, so we send just a couple, or we can, let's see here, do we have any extra coal ore sitting around? I guess. Let's actually, I need to go ahead and tap into that one too. Is there more under there? I think, yeah. So let's tap in there too. Well, no, we can't because of that. That's, never mind. Okay, because we need as much graphite coming in as possible. So we're just gonna go ahead. We're not gonna worry. We'll have those two to run power gen, and okay, so let's adjust that. Okay. Alright, and we can block those sides off, and that'll be fine. Alright, and then if we move it there, we can grab those, and we can grab that. Alright, so then, alright, so those are still somehow surviving and managing to do all of that. Somehow they got to that. Let's do that. Alright. So now these, okay, so these are going to go into combustion generators, which are over here. Alright, combustion generators. And we're going to stick them into batteries, and they'll go into power nodes. Alright. So that's what we want. Okay. The rest of these are coming out. Alright. Down, over. Let's go down and around this. And actually, let's take it down this way. This we're going to send into two separate ones. So let's place those down. So this one can go there, and this one can go there. Alright, so now we're making more graphite there, and we can send this down. There with that. And then this should also be able to join in. Okay, I want it to stay on that center line, so okay, with that. And that should get us plenty of graphite input. This is going to have a lot of graphite on it, so I'm actually going to wire it that way. Okay, how are you coming in? Okay. Oh, we died. Okay, that's okay. We can get rebuilt pretty easily. Oh, we have 9,000 capacity now? Does that mean we can get 9,000 of each of these things? That's will be kind of nice if we can. Hopefully that's true. Although if that is the case, we're definitely going to be running low. Alright, so we need power nodes to bring this power up to alright, menders. Here we are. There we go, look at that. So now, this thing is healing all the stuff in this area, right? With power from these generators down here. So yeah. From the batteries, hopefully, as well. But yeah. So that'll keep us healthy and keep them from breaking in too much. Now we can build another small defense area here. Since this is defense, I'm not too worried about optimal drill layout. As long as we get enough output, we're fine. And we'll do... Alright, and then we're going to build... We're actually going to do it up here. That would be better, wouldn't it? To build more defenses in this area. Force them to come through there. So yeah, we're actually going to rebuild that wall, but with large copper walls instead of the small ones. And then we're going to do the same here. We're going to force them to come over that way. And we're going to have, let's do more of these there. So you can't exactly do anything about that space, so I can't put anything there. Okay, so then we're gonna have, that's right. Okay, actually we have a better way to do this. My bad, I forgot, okay. I know, obviously, not all of these are gonna get enough ammunition. That's okay. Okay, so the thing with this is that there's no scrap in this level. So these anti-air have to use lead, right? That's the issue here. So we're going to have to take, if we need anti-air, which I think we're going to, we're going to have to take lead up there. Okay, then he just got straight through that. We're going to build some more walls on this side to hopefully slow them down a little bit. Alright, yeah, that would be a problem, I suppose. I guess let's just do this. And then we'll just put, actually we can put Mender there now. And run another power line over to it. So run it across here, there. Yeah, I know that's their main pathway, but hopefully they don't get that far, right? That's the plan. Okay, so then, as I said, in order to use this for anti-air, we have to use lead, so the thing with air units is they're going to fly straight down to this area here. And we kind of need... Okay, we can build some more anti-air over there with that lead source, so okay. Okay, so let's put... We can put scatters here, 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 and there. And then I need to fix this. Oops. Can't do it that way, right. Okay, so then we need that there, that one there. And that should be fine. Alright, so those will get anti-air ammo there. And what I have now is I have the ability to use an overflow gate. So we can take and we can say, alright, everything that's not going in there can come on down the line. And get sent into our core, since we now have a larger capacity core. So we can do that for copper and lead. So all the extra copper from there, all the extra lead from there will go into the core. We'll leave that as it is, and this as well once we get it set up. So now we need more anti-air over here, just to have some form of it. It doesn't have to be crazy powerful, because I don't think they'll come over this way. At least the air units, I don't think will. I suppose we'll find out, but it's going to be good to have it. Okay, reach wave 10. So we just need... I guess pretty much we're just going to have the one there. So yeah, that's going to be good. Just going to have the one scatter turret. Alright. So how much resource do we have? We have 4.6 thousand copper and 6.6 thousand lead. How much graphite do we have here? Okay, we can't see from there. We have 2,000 graphite. That is the thing, is graphite is going to be the slower resource in this case. Just because we don't have all that much production of coal. So yeah. And we are actually not getting a bunch of copper. We're not full up on copper. We're getting enough lead, I think. We're going to wait till wave 20, by the way. So yeah. I'd like to leave right now just to get some extra stuff to do. But what do you need? So it just uses power. Okay, cool. So if we build this on the power unit, these things will use power, and they'll build. That'll be a couple of drones for us, and they'll come and mine ores and take them to the facility for us. So they take their sweet time because they need a lot of power, you know, but these drones will mine ores and take them to our core for us, so we don't have to do it with drills. Like, they'll come and pick up the copper here, and they'll take it to the, you know, like, oops. I wish I could tell the drones not to do copper. I wish I could tell them to do lead or something, but that's okay. Alright, so we need to go ahead and get some more copper and lead production as well, so we're just going to go and grab these and say, alright, here. Okay, so sorry, I got a little quiet. I've just was concentrating. Okay, so we've got more copper and lead coming in. That should get us to 9,000 copper and lead for sure. The graphite, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to reach that or not. Okay, so this had problems, obviously. I guess the power got cut off somehow, so where's the power connection gone from? Oh yeah, it definitely did some, they definitely got some damage to this up here. So we need that. Okay. And we should probably place another mender there to let that get some stuff. So Yeah. We can actually move this mender there, and we might consider doing this with the anti-air, building some more units here. Okay, let's pause because we're going to need to change this up a little bit. Okay. Okay, we can't do that actually. We need to put these back here some. Okay, here we go. Because of the way that this is designed here. And then we can rebuild that. There we go. Now we have more anti-air over here, so if something does get in here, then they will destroy it. Okay, we need more menders in here somewhere. That's not going to reach the walls, but those will at least reach those turrets. So that'll be okay. And I guess we can put another mender here just in case those walls get damaged. Oh, they're the exploding ones now. So these guys, these ones that we just unlocked, walk up to the walls and then they just explode out of nowhere. So it's probably a good idea to go ahead and get a second layer of walls there because that's where they're going to explode every time. So, but I think our defenses are pretty well in order. We're full on lead, so we've hit 9,000 lead. We're full on copper. All we're doing now is gaining more graphite. Hopefully we can hit that graphite. Okay, where's this extra? Oh, I see. So I need to get rid of that. I need to put a bridge conveyor from there to there. I need to take a sorter, or really I just need to grab the copper as it comes off of this belt. There we go. Alright, the rest of that's graphite. Cool. So now we're getting full graphite putting it back into our core, and copper's full. Okay, so that's cool. Copper and lead are full. We're still getting graphite coming in, so yeah. Excuse me. So at this point, we want to max out graphite production, even if that means using a little extra copper. So I want to see, okay, we have some extra there. What we can do is do this. And we actually need to move this down a little bit. So let's do that. That's not going to work. So we need to adjust how that's built here in a second. Okay, so we need to get a different way for this to go. Actually, it will work if we put that there. And then we sort. Lead. I gotta pick up this lead. They don't need it. Okay, so that way graphite will be off put in here if something gets in there. So, okay, now. That's the whole reason I did that. We don't want graphite to be put in there, so hold on a sec. We need to do this a different way here. So we really need to bridge conveyor into there. There we go. So now we can take this and go in there, and then it'll all go into the middle, so we won't mess up with the graphite. Okay, nice. So now we've got as much graphite production there as we possibly can. We can drop another drill right there. Another one there. And yes, guys, I know it's very, you know, minute, this extra coal that we're getting for this, but I'm just trying to get as much graphite as possible, so that we don't, okay, so that we're not going to be able to do that just because of how I have to get to the middle drill there. So that's as much as we can do there. Alright. So these guys are mining that copper. Okay, stop mining that copper. I'm going to put that on top. Alright, we don't need no more copper, so go find something else to mine. Can I tell you guys to go mine stuff? Like, it would be nice. Oh, wait, they can't mine coal because they're not going to, that's not how that works. Okay, that's my bad. Alright, our walls are still standing, so this wave should be easy to take care of. Oh, that drill's not been doing anything this whole time. Okay, so what are you on? What are you on? You're on 2. Okay, that one will go away. We want as much as possible, so that means that we want that, and then there. Okay. Alright, there's more down there, so we can grab that fine, like so. Alright. Now, I think we've got as much graphite production as possible in this place here. So if we somehow manage to get 4,000 graphite in the next... oh, no. Put that in there. If we somehow manage to get 4,000 graphite in the next wave, before the next wave hits, after, like, so 15 we can launch again. So if we can get 4,000 by the end of wave 15, then yeah, we'll go. But otherwise, we're going to wait until we hit 9,000, and we'll just wait until wave 20. So at this point, since we're waiting on graphite, we can come up here and kind of defend our area with our turrets and stuff just by hand. So... this doesn't really do anything, by the way, guys. It just, you know, taking up a little time, so okay. So their wave 15 is only 2 of these guys, really? That seems like a wave, I don't know, 5 kind of thing. Oh, we can't leave at wave 15. We have to wait till 20. Okay. That's fine. And I forget if, like, what the requirements are. There might be a requirement for wave 40, but better to do that if once we have a higher, um, like, amount of stuff that we can hold in the core. Because right now we can only hold 9,000, and you see we've already hit that with copper and lead. So really all we're waiting on is graphite. Yeah, graphite's always going to be slow in this one, but we're still going to be able to hit 9,000 by wave 20 for sure. Now, the thing, if it is a requirement for wave 40, we're not going to want to do that while we only have the limit of 9,000. We're going to want a bigger limit for that. So, um, right now we're just waiting on this to finish up here. So, alright, let's go and fight some more monsters, I guess. They keep trying to mine this copper because that's all they know how to mine, copper and lead. Excuse me. Because they can only mine stuff that will can go in the core. So since there's no more space for copper or lead, they're not really able to do anything, you know. So I think this thing is still using power, so we're going to get rid of it. Because there's no reason for us to have those anymore. Yeah, they're good for early game, but once we set up all our copper and lead mining drills, like, there ain't no reason. Our conveyor belts are full, so... Excuse me. They're just using power. They're gone. Excuse me. Alright. That was pretty simple. And our menders will fix that easy. So, yeah. What kind of graphite situation it's got going on here? See, that's the thing, is I like looking down here because you can see, you know, the exact number, because it pretty much because it tells you like 4.5 thousand or something like that. It'll say that. But since we don't have anything that takes graphite, we can't find out that point whatever. You know, so we don't have any idea how quickly we're gaining graphite right now. Now, I know we're getting it as at our max capacity. There's no way we can get it any faster because, look, these are not, nothing here is clogged up with coal. Nothing here is clogged up with coal. It's all being used pretty much instantly. The graphite's not clogging up on any of the conveyor belts for sure. This one is not clogging up with coal either, you know. All of it's being used instantly, and then it's not clogging up any conveyors anywhere. So there's no way we could be making any more graphite than this, because we've also gone around and added the extra drills as much as we can. So we're kind of stuck with the speed that it's at. So yeah, it does take a second for these. Sometimes they'll run into each other, but for the most part, you know, that's not going to cause any issues, because you see they're still not backing up onto this conveyor belt, other than like one or two here or there, you know. So really we're just waiting on that graphite and then wave 20. So hopefully we get, I'm fairly sure we will get an extra 2,000 by wave 20, and then we can just leave. But I don't know. It is wave 16, or that was wave 16. It is, so it's getting into wave 17 right now. So maybe, maybe not. All right, what do we got? 3 enemies. We've got 3 of the fire bros. That's it. I don't know what they're called exactly. I know there's an official name for them, but you know. Alright, that was wave 17. We got 2 minutes until wave 18. So. So something we can do as well is wave 20 should have a longer timer than most of the other waves just because it's a launch wave. So on launch waves, which means waves that you can launch your core, any waves that are launch waves, you're allowed like an extra long timer compared to the standard wave timer in the level. So we should have plenty of time. And what you want to do is launch at the very end of the timer, like when you see 5 seconds pull up. Because otherwise, you're just wasting all that time. Unless you have full, like if you have a full core, you can't do anything else. So there's no point in waiting. But if you are still gaining resources, the best way to do it, to optimize it, is to wait until the last like 5 seconds and then launch. Because that way you get as many resources in your core as possible. So we're still at 7,000 graphite, so there we go, 8,000. So yeah, we're definitely going to hit our goal by wave 20. We've just got to hang out a little bit longer. Another few minutes. And then we'll hit our goal. So our 9,000 graphite. And that will be definitely enough to buy everything we need from the tech tree, or unlock everything we need from the tech tree that uses graphite. Something I do like, you can look at the minimap and see, look at all this stuff that we've done built. It's kind of funny, isn't it? So these new waves are like really, really puny. Like, what in the world is with this? Because these are things that, you know, that was 3 guys. That was like wave 3 on ground 0. You know, they were just the regular shooty guys. Like, are you serious? You know, if I could handle that on ground 0, on wave 3, why am I not able? Why would I not be able to handle that wave 18 on Frozen Forest? Like, you know, it is a little weird because that's not very high difficulty scaling for this, because that's, you know, it got easier, right? The Fire Bros, 2 Fire Bros, which was wave 17, is easier than 3 of the standard guys. So, you know, that's the only thing about that to me, is that they should kind of up the difficulty scaling a little bit, let it to where, you know, the later waves are more difficult, but not like way intense, just not like that, because that was really easy. Like, I almost took them all out myself without them ever getting to my turrets, you know. So anyway, so we're hitting the 8,000. We're about to hit 9,000 here, I think. If not this wave, it'll be next wave, and then we'll just usher in wave 20 real quick and let it go. And yeah, it'll be perfect. So, alright then, come on now. I want to see that 9 pop up. Maybe we didn't need the anti-air guns because they haven't done anything yet. And there hasn't been any air guys, and even if there was only one, I could take it out myself. So, I don't know. I'm not sure. Sorry. Alright, 5 seconds till this next wave. I guess it'll be the wave after this one that they come in, or that it comes to 9. Alright, 3 enemies are remaining. 3 Fire Bros. Are you serious? Like, you could get a little bit more difficult than this. But it is what it is, so yeah. Alright. Still at 8. It'll hit 9, and then these conveyor belts will start backing up. And that's when we want to go. Or at least that's when we want to click the next wave button. I'm always over cautious, so I could flip to the next wave. Yeah, okay. So now we're mounting up. Here we go. We can launch this wave because it says unable to launch. So once these 3 enemies are dead, we're able to launch. So these guys are the exploding guys. I think either that or they're just, no, they're the shooty guys. So this is the same as wave 18, the exact same wave, right? Sorry, I wasn't looking at the screen. Alright, so we have, do we still have 9,000? of everything? Sure, it looks like it. Alright, we've launched 9,000 copper, lead, and graphite. A+. Simple and easy. What is this one? Rage wave 15? We did that. Okay, pneumatic drill and steam generator. We can get those. Alright. This one, reach wave 10, mender and combustion generator. We can uncover that. The craters. We can have scrap and sand there. Okay. We can do that. That. That, even though we don't need it because we're not playing multiplayer. That one. The rest of this requires titanium or other resources. So, okay. Steam generator. What does steam generator require? Combustion generator, drug miner, okay. Steam generator, it requires silicon. Okay, so that's our next step, is silicon. Because we can't get titanium from anywhere. The craters is good, but it doesn't have a crazy amount of like stuff. It has sand, but it doesn't have a lot of coal. So desert waste is where we want, because we do need coal and sand to make silicon, as well as lead and sand to make metal glass. So we're going to